Welcome to the Geoff and Gena Show. This is Berkeley Geoff.
And I'm Berkeley Gena.
And we're discussing the clear and present danger of allowing Haitian shanty towns to proliferate throughout the region.
As Haiti's illegal migration phenomenon persists, it's now impossible to control illegal squatting on private residential property in wealthy areas. Landowners are concerned that the Haitian Revolution is still in effect after over 200 years of violence and turmoil that spooked the French colonists in Haiti, whom were brutally murdered during a slave revolution. When the French Navy arrived to help the colonists, they saw barrels of mutilated bodies of dead landowners and their families floating in the waters. The carnage was so gruesomely savage that French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte decided to abandon any interest in colonizing the Americas. Napoleon tried to re-enslave the unruly Haitians and eventually caught their contemptuous governor, Toussaint Louverture. He brought the leader of the revolution back to France to rot away in a French prison, while locked away in a cell with a table laid out for a last banquet. Napoleon allegedly threw away the key after he locked him up. Louverture died within a month, riddled with the suffering of inhaling the scent of his own excrement mixed with that of the decaying meal.
Now, in 1803, Napoleon sold the French government's territory in the U.S. by initiating the Louisiana Purchase, which led to the Lewis and Clark expedition that included explorer personalities like Sacagawea and Lemhi Shonshon, a woman who was married to the Canadian Toussaint Charbonneau, and they had two children. Lewis referred to Charbonneau as a man of no particular merit. Historians have portrayed him as a coward who hid his wife and had a particular attraction to young Native American girls. He is also referred to as Mr. Sacagawea. Now that we've established the history of how a hostile takeover of land and government by a slave rebellion in Haiti stemmed from gang violence, led westward expansion of U.S. territory, in addition, we can understand why the need to contain Haitian gang violence, gun violence, drug and human trafficking, and illegal migration to neighboring countries is so important to the Americas. So Gena, it looks like nothing has changed in Haiti since they won their revolution, which began in 1791 and ended in 1804, when the French government granted the former colony their independence. It's just centuries of civil unrest and political instability. Officially, the police force has been overrun with gang rule led by former police officer Mr. Barbecue and others.
Geoff, I guess the profits of the sugar plantation were no longer worth losing their lives over, and the investors just packed up and left. Haiti is still paying reparations to France for the barbaric murders that occurred in 1802 to the French landlords and their families during the slave uprising. Geoff, are we really surprised that they're violent and no one can live with them? Everywhere they go, they got to squat on people's land and attempt to overthrow the government.
The Bahamas, case in point, is experiencing this right now when all the warnings were there that it was going to happen. Remember when President Trump met with the 5 Caribbean leaders at Mar-a-Lago? Mm-hmm. Well, one of them got assassinated. They all said that the U.S. was their biggest trading partner, too. They are members of the U.S. Trade Representative. Here's the evidence.
Thank you very much. We're honored to be with some terrific people that have been friends of mine, in many cases friends of mine. They've done a wonderful job in their respective countries, and we'll be talking about many subjects. Trade, we always talk about trade, but we'll also be discussing, I have a feeling, Venezuela. That may come up in our conversation. It's become a very big topic all over the world, Venezuela, and we look forward to spending a lot of time together this afternoon and discussing ways that we can be beneficial to you and you can be beneficial to us. And we very much appreciate your being at Mar-a-Lago. It's a great honor. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. If you'd like to say something to the media, maybe we'll start with you.
First of all, I want to thank you very much for extending the invitation to St. Lucia to participate. I want to thank you for the support and leadership that you've been providing in our region. The United States is our biggest trading partner. And we'd like to think of the amount of trade that also the U.S. benefits from in the Caribbean. And so we're very much looking forward to these discussions today and seeing how we can enhance the relationship to our mutual benefits.
Very good. Thank you. Please.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Haiti and the United States are two countries that are not only friends, but very close. I am a friend, and Miami is actually less than 2 hours away from our islands. And we are here this afternoon. We'll have discussions of good things, things that will be positive for both countries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. President, for your invitation. We thank you. The Dominican Republic and the United States of America are two important partners. In fact, the United States is our main economic partner, and we are here to discuss issues of the region, and we are here to your avail to collaborate. Thank you.
We look forward to discussions on energy, on trade, but on security as well. We look forward to discussing regional issues to do with the peace and stability of the region and how we can move forward with the prosperity of our people. So we thank you again for the invitation.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'm delighted to have been invited here today to discuss certain issues that are of mutual benefit to both of us. The Bahamas, the United States has been our number one trading partner. We are neighbors. We have great relationship. We will continue to foster such relationship. I know that the meetings and the discussion today will be very productive, and we expect to come out with positive views and feelings. Thank you very much.
I think that'll happen. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, everybody, and we look forward to the discussion. Thank you. Thank you all very much.
So, Geoff, President Trump was interested in enforcing the Monroe Doctrine and met with the strongest island nations to consider them as his allies. Remember when former Prime Minister Dr. Minnis returned from Mar-a-Lago and declared that he told Trump to his face that the Bahamas are allies with China, and Minnis was not allowed to complete his term in office? I don't think that he had time to tell Trump he's in bed with Haiti because the Haitians voted him in power.
Well, there was also A. Loftus Roker, a former Bahamian cabinet minister and maker of Roker Pure tap water, which you have to boil before using it to cook or make tea, or it will break your belly, bust your belly. And predicted decades ago, this Haitian overpopulation problem would happen. To which the first Bahamian Prime Minister, Lyndon Pinley, responded as, "Whatever you do, don't touch my Haitians." They're the Haitians he brought in. All the prime ministers after that followed his model. These Haitians thought that they could do to the Bahamas what they did to New Orleans in 1802, spreading their voodoo culture in street festivals like Mardi Gras, Carnival, and Rah-Rah. Haitians want an audience to sympathize with their limited scope and artistic expression and their self-centered frustration with politics and contempt for civilized government.
Yeah.
They like to sing songs accusing the government of not doing much for the people, or just sing about their lives and lifestyle, or whatever they witness in their short-sighted reality about real life, survival, and injustice. What they don't sing about is how they like to illegally enter countries and squat on people's land and steal things from many homes where they are hired as domestics. Be careful of the ones who bow down to you the most. That's the one who comes to steal.
Yeah, their culture of victimhood has become a regional problem, requiring more attention from international law enforcement. Sir Lyndon was in power for 25 years, using Haitians as cheap laborers in the Bahamas, practicing Aubert to stay in power, and taking advice from Haitian dictator Papa Doc Duvalier, who convinced him that the only way to govern a black country is to get advice from African leaders. It turned out to be disastrous advice. Within 2 generations, the Haitians have taken over the Bahamas like they did in Haiti under Napoleon. It's like you can't separate the hate that is a part of them because it comes out of them subconsciously. They say Haiti means hate us for wanting freedom, while they are a constant burden on other independent countries in the Americas that got their independence peacefully. Haitians take pride in telling people they expelled the French and became the second independent nation after the U.S. But what does it profit them if billions of dollars are extracted from their economy to pay reparations to the French families they destroyed during the slave rebellion?
Well, Gena, Haitians are quick to tell everybody that in 1789, Haiti was the richest colony in the world before the slave uprising caused the country to become marginalized. They were rich because of sugar. And by the way, they weren't the only Caribbean country to have sugar. It was Barbados as well. The French beat their slaves half to death to produce more than half the sugar for the market at that time, which made France richer than 13 American colonies combined, and Haiti was the center of production. France did not want to lose that because Napoleon needed money to run the French Empire. Once he lost Haiti and the Louisiana Purchase, the French Empire collapsed and ended with Napoleon being exiled to Elba after surrendering at Waterloo. And keep in mind, Napoleon used to kidnap popes. So the descendants of Haitian slaves want the world to know that Western Louisiana did not have any economic importance. It was all about New Orleans, which was the big city warehouse, but Haiti was the production center.
So when we look back on the French and Haitian Revolution, which happened simultaneously, it makes you wonder about the nature of revolutionary movements. Was it about human dignity or was it about private property? We know Napoleon did not want to risk another Haitian revolution in the U.S., so he got rid of New Orleans and the Louisiana Purchase, and the rest is history that we are now seeing repeat again centuries later.
Yes, now it's developed into assassinations, kidnappings, guns, drugs, and human trafficking and gang rule violence led by former police officers. Here's a question for one and all to answer later. Why would the current Bahamas Prime Minister, Philip Cocaine Bear Davis, think his smartest move would be to join the corrupt Mexican president in his lawsuit against American gun manufacturers who just sell the product that the Haitian gangs and Mexican drug cartels get from a dealer selling to them illegally? So until next time, this is Berkeley Geoff.
And I'm Berkeley Gena. Blessings to one and all. The Geoff and Gena Show is now featured on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Join us and subscribe to our channel on Facebook.